I'm the Crazy Englishman, and welcome back to another episode of Geek Nexus. Today we're going to be reviewing the deluxe action figure of the Atomic Roar Godzilla. Now, I didn't think I'd be doing another review so soon after the Smash Strike. However, I was in Toys R Us. This guy has been on my radar for a long time. Really wanted him. I got him for a good deal, and he was the last one there, so I had to snag him. So let's get into the thick of it. First off, let's start with the box. The box is very similar to the Smash Strike figure. No real difference. You can see, because it's a bigger box, you can slightly see more detail. Godzilla's wading through the ocean there. You can see his leg coming out of the water. Down here, there's a cityscape, which may or may not be a mushroom cloud coming out from behind it, or a giant dust bowl. But otherwise, it's a very similar packaging. No real difference except for the size. So let's take a quick look at the back. The back, again, not much difference. However, you can see a different how to use the figure. So yeah, there really isn't any difference. But again, like I said in my Smash Strike figure, I especially love the Godzilla 2014 packaging. So let's get right into the figure. I'll get this guy out of his box and we'll go straight into it. So stay with me, guys. Guys, welcome back. Here he is, the Atomic Roar figure from Bandai. Let's take a closer look at him. He just looks great. The sculpt on this figure it really stands out. The details really stand out to me, as they've gone with the individual scalings here on the actual toy itself. This is a kid's toy. This just looks great. I love how on the head the brow is still kind of sloped here, with the eyes kind of sunken in. It gives it for a more meaner looking Godzilla, and I do like that, because Godzilla is meant to be intimidating. Obviously, the gills are present here. Here on this figure, they're more defined. There's a bit more of a detailing here. You can see kind of the line marks as to the gills themselves. And I do like this coloring here, and you can see it kind of blend in. The skin itself outside is very darkened charcoal color, whereas it kind of blends into this kind of beige color right here. The dorsal fins just look great in this figure, because I know in my previous review I said that I wasn't a big fan as to the fact that they were kind of rounded off, not as defined as in this figure. However, as you can see, they've definitely gone for the more pointy looks, very prominent spikes, as in the posters and the actual trailers. This looks great, and this goes into the tail section, which just looks brilliant, because it's one solid piece. There's no articulation in the tail itself, but that's fine. But I love the fact that you can see all the individual spines coming out. It's not just one single plastic piece for the spikes. There are individual ones that really define this tail. Articulation wise, this figure doesn't really have too much. The arms do go up and down. Oops. The articulation in terms of the arms is limited to one solid piece, so there is no movement in the forearms like the Smash Strike figure. As you can see, the legs do move, but that goes into the gimmick, which I will get to in a second, as well as the head. The head is part of the gimmick. So speaking of which, let's get right into that. The gimmick for this figure is his ability to use the atomic beam attack, which is a trademark attack from Godzilla. And for those who are wondering if it was in the film, well, this should answer it. He does have the atomic beam attack. And so let's check it out. So what you do is you grab him by his tail, and you just literally tip up. Now, this is great. I don't have to move Godzilla. I can actually keep him in the stance. So if you want to keep him in the stance, you can. He will stay up by himself. And I do love this translucency to the beam. It's not very clear on the video. However, you can actually see sort of through it. The lights really do define. Let's put it in again and show you. The lights on this figure are really bright. They do show. They're not very dim. They're not dim, which is great. They really do show up, and it just looks like a great piece. I know a lot of people have kind of complained about the kind of split jaw on the head. However, in order to do this gimmick, there really wasn't much choice for them to do this. It would have to have kind of come off like a Pez dispenser in order to use this kind of effect. However, I'm okay with this. I do love this figure. I think this is a great one if you're trying to add more to your Godzilla collection. Let's pull him up here, and I heavily recommend him. I would give this a 5 out of 5. I'm so happy I was able to pick this up. This was the last in the store, and I hope you guys are able to find him too. So this is the Crazy Englishman, signing off.